Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day, because I am, and I'll tell you why here in a second. Something that I have been dying to do for a long time is actually, well, I guess I'll start back over. Really what I enjoy, and I think you know that, I really enjoy driving my cars, and going out to Ron Fellows as I did this summer really kind of solidified the fact that I really want to do a lot of track days. I want to do more track days. And I want to do autocross events, those types of things. So the idea is that while this car clearly is a very capable car and able to go on the track, something I don't want to do is I've always been kind of hesitant taking my good car and driving it that hard on track events and stuff like that. So I've always wanted to have a build car that I could build for track events and just have a multi-purpose race car. So very excited to announce that I actually have done that, and we have purchased a 2009 Corvette. So it is a Z51 car, and cyber gray metallic, very cool. I love this color actually. So it's got 74,000 miles on it. It's got a few scratches and some swirls in the paint and some chips and stuff like that. So, but something not to be unexpected for a car with this many miles on it, but really very, very solid and generally in good shape. So I am super excited about this. Kind of go through. Let's just do a quick walk around of the car. Walk through. So it's a Z51 car. It's a 6-speed manual car. It's got the LS3, obviously. Has NPP exhaust. So it kind of checked off, for me, it checked off all the boxes. But what really kind of helped seal the deal for me was the fact that it has a few extra things done to it. Oh, by the way, I had to drive to Wisconsin to go pick this beauty up, just because it checked all the boxes. So it may seem like a long drive. It was actually 1,440 some miles, and we did it in about 21 hours, just under 21 hours. So quite the trip, but worth it. And I think I'm really going to enjoy this car. So some of the things it's got done to it. Obviously it has some aftermarket wheels. This thing, by the way, is very, very dirty. I haven't had a chance to clean it up yet. It's got aftermarket wheels on it, so TSW wheels, and they're size up. It's got the Willwood 6 pistons here in the front. The rears are stock. So, and then we'll go down here. Like I said, this thing is filthy, filthy dirty. And it has, you can see down there, it's got some OBX headers, it's got a Haltech intake, and then it has a Diablo tuner. So really, it is a very solid baseline for a car. So very excited to have this. I'm going to enjoy it, and we're going to look forward to really doing a build on it. So what are the plans for it? Well, a lot of the guys that you see, or that at least the guys that I follow on YouTube, what I'm seeing is they're doing a lot of big twin turbo builds, and that's really not what I'm looking for out of this car. I'm looking more for a track car, so in a multi-purpose track car. So like I said, I'm interested in autocross. I'm interested in doing some track days. Memphis is a couple hours away. Hallett is about 4.5 hours away from us. So there's obviously lots of other tracks around the area. So that's really kind of what I'm going to focus on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of take this into a couple different phases. So the first phase will be suspension. Well, I got two first phases actually. One is appearance, and one is suspension work. So on the appearance side, what we're going to do is we're going to look at getting. I want to get a spoiler put on this thing. You can get some mud flaps, kind of cut back on the rocks that are going to be kicking up on it. I'm going to look for get some skirts down here, mud flaps here again. I want to do a splitter. So just get some appearance stuff to just make it, just kind of add to it. Obviously I love these body styles, or I wouldn't have bought it, but I think just need a little extra to make them really pop, and I think those pieces will do that. Also, what I'm going to do is I've got my detail guy coming, hopefully here in a couple days, to actually come and detail the car. So we'll go through and we'll do paint correction on it. We'll go and we'll fill in some of these rock chips and everything else, and then I'll probably get a partial clear bra. I've got bras to put on it, but I'll probably get a partial clear bra, at least for the nose, fenders, and the hood, and the top. And we'll do something with the mirrors there. But so I want to protect it. I want to make it look good, because I enjoy obviously arriving and driving a clean looking car. So I want to protect it. So once we get this done, I'll have to redo it or deal with rock chips and everything else. So one thing will be the appearance piece of it. So we'll be working on that. And then the second piece will be really suspension work. So the plan is, I've got these on order already. Plan is to get bigger sway bars. So I've got some Johnny O'Connell sway bars coming. I don't have the, I don't remember the exact dimensions. When I get them in, we'll go through all that. And I got some Bilstein shocks. So I think it's a good starting point. The goal with this thing, so I'm not, and also I don't know what the horsepower is of the car yet. Obviously from the factory they came with 436 since this is an MPP car. So yeah, I just don't know. I hate to speculate. So one thing we'll do is we'll get it baseline dynoed and maybe do a little bit to the motor, because really my goal with this car, I want to be able to have this thing at least compete on a track, either through autocross or through a track. I want to be able to compete with C7, Z51 cars. So obviously it's got a little bit of a horsepower deficit, and obviously some handling deficit, because the C7 is a fantastic car. So I got some work to do there. So that's kind of my goal, is to really have this thing really compete with a C7. So that's the goal for phase one. Phase two, we may look at some motor stuff, and I'll probably look at doing different shocks to be able to handle drag racing applications, and maybe some different road course events. Get some adjustability in the shocks. But kind of phase one's going to be kind of go budget and just do the shocks, the sway bars. We'll look at the motor, see if there's anything we can do in the motor that's on the cheap, and just kind of take it from there. Look at tires, that type of stuff. So we'll kind of take it from there. So that's the big news. Very excited, happy to have you guys ride along with this thing. It'll be kind of fun. So really, now it's November, middle of November almost. So kind of got 3 months to get this thing worked through, get this work done. Try to find the parts, be able to do it a little bit on a bit of a budget. Be ready for race season next spring. So very, very excited to have that happen. So now I think it's time to get this thing fully integrated into the family. Cleaned off a little bit. Like I said, this thing is just filthy. I drove it back, and it has just been sitting out in the rain here because the weather's been absolutely ridiculous here for the past few days. So, but we're going to get, like I said, get this thing officially acclimated into the family. Like that. All right, let's see if this guy is ready for his big reveal. I'm be careful taking this off because it's not not completely dry yet, but all right, and there we have it. This sticker actually does not stay here. I've got white ones for that, so that doesn't go there. But there we go. It is official. This welcome this new guy to the family. I say we're gonna have fun enjoying it. We're gonna have fun building it. It's gonna be great. And like I said, I've got one more sticker to put on. It's kind of our official driving sticker. I'll be putting that down here, but I'm gonna wait until I get the car detail for that. So we'll put that on in a bit. Well, that's all I got for tonight. So like I said, great news. I'm very, very excited, very, very happy to get this thing started. Like I said, the shocks and the sway bars are on the way, so we'll go through and we'll do an install video on those. I'll be working with some folks trying to get some parts, the aero parts, the spoiler, the skirts, and that type of stuff. So we'll have videos on that stuff as well. So as always, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a big thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button up there, and I look forward to some new videos and some new adventures. Thanks, and have a great night.